What's up, everyone? What's up, man? What's your boy Mastermind here for Ohio Cannabis Live? Welcome back to another stream. Happy Friday. Testing a few things out here. I got a special guest here with me today. Hopefully, this Zoom thing is going to work. Mystery guest. We're going to see how this works. All right. All right. Again, thank you for watching my show every Friday. We have now crossed over 900 views. I might look a little rough today because I got so much going on with this expo. But if you're new to my content, please do me a favor right now. Go ahead and smash that like button, the subscribe button. We do appreciate you being here. Like I ask every Friday, what you medicating on? Seems a little dim in here for some reason. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's check comments on here. See what's what's going on with everybody. Check my little comment section here. Hey, Craig, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Hey, Lynette. Hey, Thin Lizzy. Hey, Mike. Hey, Craig. Hey, Kevin. I see. Hey, Mike, thank you for the super chat, brother. We starting it off on a fire. On fire. We getting this going today. Yeah, I'm about to get it hype. I'm about to bring the energy. Oh, snap. I brought out the mic. We about to go. It's about to be one of them days. It's about to be one of them days. So, again, let's talk about what's going on with the Ohio Cannabis news right now. Nothing. Right now, I've heard nothing about any new changes to anything. I do believe changes are going to come. I do believe that there is going to be a moment where, after the election, there's going to be attempts made to change the law. We still don't know where all the money is going. We don't know what's going on with the social equity licensing program. We are still waiting to hear. But today's show, we're going to focus in on a couple different things here. The first thing I want to focus in on, and this is on me, is the Ohio Cannabis Awards Dinner. Now, I just want to be crystal clear. This is our first time doing this. A lot of this stuff we had to do ourselves. When you don't have a lot of money, you don't have sponsors, this is hard to do. Now, I do want to shout out HLG for being one of our top sponsors and SMC Productions for this banner that they got that you'll be able to take a picture in front of at Ohio Cannabis Expo. So before we get into all the good stuff I got to tell you about the expo, I got to talk to you about the awards dinner. So originally my plan with the awards dinner was to have the dinner at the hotel in the ballroom in the same place where the expo is going to be. But because of some miscommunications with the catering and everything, that is not going to work out for us. So what we've done is we found an even better venue that is right around the corner, with less than 2-3 blocks away, to have our awards dinner that has a little bit different setup, but it has everything we need. And I can now do this, show you some pictures of what this place looks like. Maybe I can. Let me see. I didn't download the pictures yet. Hold on. I've got some pictures of this place, and I thought I sent them to myself earlier, but apparently I didn't do it. I forgot. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Right now in real time, I'm going to get these pictures off to you. And so you guys can visualize. I mean, I want you to see it, what I'm talking about, because seeing is believing. And so, like I said, I'm going to send this off to you. I'm going to send this over. So I'm sending it to myself now, so you will be able to see it. But in the meantime, I want to know who the best cultivator is, who the best dispensary is. And the way that you're going to tell me that is you're going to go to Ohio Cannabis Awards.com and vote. And Lynette's going to put the link to the site in there for you so you can see it. And we've got I've got quite a few updates to that website, to the voting form, to make it simpler. We figured out that at the end of the form there was a glitch where the submit button wasn't there, so you had to like vote for every region before it would let you finish. We fixed that problem. That problem is no more. So that was one of the issues that we were experiencing that we now have gotten fixed. So I'm trying to look at this. I want to give you guys the wide shot of this place. And then I'm going to explain a little bit more about how we're changing things up just a little bit for the better. Just a little bit for the better. But I do want y'all to check this out because I'm real excited to show you this place. So I want to put a couple pictures up of it. Well, I only put up one picture. Hold on, I got to put up another one. Let's see here. And then I'm going to talk about it a little bit and get y'all's opinion of in real time what you think about this place. This is the place where we're going to have the Ohio Cannabis Awards Dinner. There is a stage that is not in this particular picture, but I will show it to you here shortly. But I'm just trying to get you to see what I'm trying to build here. And this is going to be something we're going to do more than once. Hopefully, with success comes just doing it again. And so that's why I wanted y'all to see a little bit of the place and see how it was set up. I'm looking for a picture that kind of shows the stage. That's what I'm looking for right now, but I don't see it. Maybe this one does. Let me see. No, that didn't show the stage either, but this does give you a different angle of it. But no, actually you can see the stage. I take that back. The stage is right there in the center. So there's a stage there. And for those who didn't see where the expo is going to be at, this is the expo location. So that's the expo. And like I said, this place here is right around the corner from that hotel where we're going to be at. And I'm about to drop another bombshell. We're going to do a special code for tickets for Ohio Cannabis Live viewers. So you'll be able to use the code. Lynette's going to put it in the chat. So you will be able to use a special promo code, and you're going to be able to save $10 off of your ticket for the Ohio Cannabis Expo and the Ohio Cannabis Awards Dinner. So space will be limited. So don't be one of these last minute folks that are just still haven't bought your ticket yet, and you're still thinking about it. Buy that ticket today, because when this thing goes crazy and the news media gets a hold of it, they're going to post it everywhere probably. So right now, write that code down. That's going to save you $10 off tickets at the Ohio Cannabis Expo. And you don't see it there, but it also saves you $10 off the awards dinner. Okay, now keep up with me now. Keep up with me now. We got 2 different events happening in November. The Ohio Cannabis Expo. You can get tickets at OhioCannabisExpo.com. Then there's Ohio Cannabis Awards Dinner. Okay. Now, I'm telling you.
Another mastermind hit.
Y'all gotta vote now. Don't wait. You already know. When you hear that music, you already know what time it is. You know what time it is. You already know what time it is. So, I'm going to check and see if my special guest is ready to come on here and reveal herself. Because right now I'm looking at a blank screen. And I don't know if that's because of me or Zoom. Dr. Bridget, are you there? Dr. Bridget, are you there? Wait, I do see. Yeah, okay, I hear you. I didn't put you on here yet, but you are there. I can see you. All right, good. Nah, I wanted to just make sure you was there. I didn't want to get on and bring you on here, and then you're not there, right? All right, so hold on a second. I forgot to bring up the little split screen we used to do. You know how the news media does it with the little split screen. I forgot to do that. So let me do that real quick so we can be split screen in here, and we'll be good. But anyway, right now I'm waiting on y'all to vote. So make sure you're getting those votes in right now. I'm not looking at it, so I'm not gonna know what you did, but I know that you got to vote today. You got to get it out the way, because if you wait till the weekend goes all the way through, you're gonna forget, and then it'll be Monday. You'll be like, "Oh, I still didn't vote." Yeah, I'm working on this one little graphic here, Dr. B, and then these little split screen things are always weird when I first set these up. I don't know why they just don't make this easier. So there's me. That's not you. That's a blank screen. There you are. Okay. All right. That's weird. Oh, anyway. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Dr. Bridget on here with us live. We're gonna go live with Dr. Bridget. Some of you might remember Dr. Bridget from being on my show before. She is a licensed medical marijuana doctor in the state of Ohio, and she also is the brainchild behind Courage in Cannabis, the award-winning best-selling Amazon book. If you haven't read it, then you need to read it. They've already published 2 books, so you're way behind if you didn't read the first one. And also, on top of that, she's also a co-founder of the Blossom Bar, wonderful thing that you will learn more about later. Did I get all that right, Dr. B? I don't know. Your image looks okay. Three. Okay. All right. So I'm about. Let me do this here. Hold on. But she said there's 3 books now. I feel so bad.
But we'll probably do it by the end of the year.
All right. Now we're all here together live. They should be able to hear you. Can y'all hear Dr. Bridget? Let me check this out. Let me make sure. Hey, can I get a sound check? Can y'all hear Dr. B clearly?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're sounding good on my end. I'm wearing like 2 headphones just to make sure. But yes, you're coming in clear. I just want to make sure I don't hear myself. That is so hard to do when you're like echo in your ear. You hear yourself talking.
Oh, it's horrible.
No, I can't do that. All right, so welcome back to the Ohio Cannabis live stream. We used to call it 420 Live, but we just calling it live stream every Friday. And you've got some stuff to talk about today related to the event.
First of all, I'm so excited to see you. I don't see you often.
Right.
I'm so proud of you. I feel like you are a incredible voice for Ohio cannabis. You are consistent. You have been sitting here consistently doing this show for 5 years.
5 years now. 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
And you care about the people, you care about the patients, you care about the consumers, you want them to do well, you care that they have great information, you know you're more than knowledgeable on what's going on. And I'm proud of you, and I'm happy to spend time with you.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. B, for that. And everybody, they're glad to have you back on here. Of course, right when we're talking, my mouse got stuck. That's why I have this touchpad. That's why I'm on this laptop, because in case this mouse gets stuck.
I hear it.
Yes, they said we hear us both clear. My sound guy says we're all good. That's all it matters to me. The sound guy says we're good to go. And so, yes, talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing at the Ohio Cannabis Expo. Now that we kind of got some of this figured out, let's share with the audience what we got going on.
Well, first of all, I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do. So that's number one. Okay.
I don't know if I like the way that sounds.
But I'm just saying, like, we have panels and we have talks and whatever.
Right.
Keep me in the direction, and that's the direction I'll go. So that's number one. Number two, it's still really beneficial to have a medical cannabis card for several reasons. It saves you money when you go to the dispensary. Okay. It is also beneficial in the case that in many states, when a state goes recreational, there are, depending on your county, there is an increase in driving under the influence. Okay. And having a card accessible, having it in your glove compartment, what have you, can maybe, depending on the situation, be beneficial to you as well. So we want to make sure everyone is safe and has, and you'll have access over time to different products on the medical side than you will have on the recreational side as well. So it's still beneficial. We're doing a huge price cut to make sure that people are getting their card, and as well as having a follow-up visit included in that price, because patient engagement has always been important to me, and making sure that you are on the right track, that your parents or your child, whoever it is that might be getting that card, is getting the medical care that they need, that there aren't drug interactions, because it happens, that you're getting the right terpenes, the right cannabinoids, because it's not all about CBD and THC. Sometimes we have to go in a different direction. So, so I'll be there, I'll be doing cards, and on top of that, we'll be doing the Blossom Bar.
Yes, yes. All right. Tell them a little bit about what that is. They seen a couple sneak peeks the other day, but tell them a little bit basic information. But don't get too far in it because next you know YouTube will be calling me. But just give them
Okay,
a little basic information about a little teaser what that
absolutely.
might be.
Absolutely. So the Blossom Bar really is a mocktail bar that we created in 23. And it was really created so that people had an option of an upscale drink menu that also involved cannabinoids, also involved adaptogens and nootropics, because everyone doesn't drink alcohol, everyone doesn't want to drink alcohol. And to be totally honest with you, unless you drink alcohol, you don't get to have fun drinks. You get what? An iced tea, a Shirley Temple. And so we have, dry ice and bubble machine and color changing and smoking the drink and doing all these things, but with zero alcohol, and it's good for your body. So we have a really good time. We have our bar artists that are engaging and make beautiful, beautiful mocktails for you.
Yes, yes, and then
That are
and
elevating, that are elevating. We call it
elevating.
elevate and celebrate without the headache.
Yes, yes, yes. So I think that's the most important part about it is, it's an elevation. It's something different, and it's definitely give an opportunity for you also to just come out and meet some people, network. The whole idea of the Ohio Cannabis Expo is to bring the cannabis community together and to
Mhm.
provide information, education. I mean, I think that I go over this graphic here. You've seen it before, but vendors, exhibitors. What I do is a little bit different. I want businesses to help. I want businesses to help the community, but in order for that to work, first the businesses in the community they gotta know each other. And it seems to me that we have this disconnect where we have all these different companies within Ohio, and people don't even know the names of them, but they could tell us the name of the companies up north. And
Mhm.
I think it's real important to just let them see this again, Dr. Bridget, because I mean these things aren't cheap. I don't know what they hand out up there, but they don't hand out. We're handing out a trophy to the best cultivator, the best processor, the 5 top dispensaries in the state by region, and all you gotta do is vote. I'm not asking you to look at a bunch of
That's
spam.
amazing.
And these trophies, just so y'all understand this, didn't nobody sponsor these. I paid for these out of my money. So this is all coming out of my pocket. Even this venue, I pay for that with my money because I believe in what I'm trying to do here. And I'm thinking that, hopefully you believe in what we're trying to do here because we're trying to, she said it, elevate, educate, stimulate, and also unite all these people
Yeah.
together. And I know that it may seem crazy, but there is a lot of people who want information, more than they want to go buy the weed. I've had
Absolutely.
more
So
people.
we're going to have a table set up to ask the doctors so that you all can ask questions. So just there, walk up, and we'll be able to fill any questions that people may have. And the fact of the matter is, Anthony, that a lot of, I travel the country doing talks, seeing all sorts of conferences. I consider this the people's conference, that you are interested in not just the big businesses, but you're interested in the small businesses that just don't get the opportunity. You're
Exactly.
interested in the real people that are actually, making sure they have the information and have the right sources and don't have bad product. You tell the dirt. You let them know what's going on. And everyone doesn't do that because for a lot of people, unfortunately, cannabis is just a money grab. For a lot of people, some of these conferences, they don't care. It's a money grab. You put your heart, your soul, and your wallet out so that people can be educated and people have an opportunity to network and come together. So I stand behind that. The Blossom Bar stands behind it. We want to bring in the AGL events art exhibit if we can, which is Alice in Ganjaland, and we do a art exhibit almost once a month where we have cannabis artists come out. We would love to do that for the dinner and really bring some of these particularly smaller communities together and smaller businesses together and celebrate them as well.
All right. Now, the other thing that we need to touch base on, because this is, again, I talked to you earlier, I don't know a lot about this. We're going to do this workshop with your colleague on harm reduction. So, could you explain a little bit about what that is?
Yes, so harm reduction is meeting people where they are and whatever it is that they're experiencing, consuming, what have you, keeping them as safe as possible. So in this case, we have Rashida Pearson, who is a harm reduction specialist down in Cincinnati, and we are talking about harm reduction for teens, meaning your children, your teenagers are exposed to cannabis, they're experimenting with it, sometimes they're self-medicating with it. They're coming across peers at school. So she is going to do a workshop to help parents meet their kids where they are and to make sure they're as safe as possible. So that's really exciting to me because I get a lot of questions about what do I do about my kids? What do I tell them? How do I manage this? Do I tell them it's bad, but then I'm using it? Like they don't know what to do. So we did something similar down in Cincinnati maybe a month or two ago. It was absolutely fantastic. She's going to bring it to your conference. It's worth it. If you're a parent, if you have kids, come for this. It is worth it to make sure that your kids are in a good place.
Yes. So, again, I'm glad that you explained that to my audience. So, those who may be interested in that particular topic, now there's another reason to go there. Now,
Oh,
something else
absolutely.
Something else that I want to share with you again, in case you missed it, was the special code today to save $10 off all tickets today. Use the code 420 live. I will be also releasing some other codes for medical patients and veterans. So keep an eye out for that code. But right now, if you're watching the stream right now, the special code is 420 live. Now, I would like to talk about something else that isn't something we're doing different. And this is called Ohio Cannabis Live VIP. And what this entails is this little red wristband here. Now, once you get this wristband, and you can only get it from me, then this is going to allow you special access to all kind of events, secret parties, the whole nine. And the only way you can get one of these is if you get to go to the dinner. So if you're going to the expo, we will not be handing them out there. But if you want to buy a ticket to the dinner at the expo, you can get one of these wristbands. That's the only way you're going to get them. And what I'm trying to explain to you is this is a reusable deal here. This is not just for this event. This will work at other events. I'll just give you an example. You're going to show up at another event. It might even be my event. And you're going to show them that wristband, and they're going to be like, oh, They were for Ohio Cannabis Live. You're in.
Oh,
That's
that's
what
fantastic.
that's what VIP is. It's not just a thing. It means something, and I can't tell you what all comes with this online on air. That's why you gotta come around and find out. You gotta come
You know
around and
what?
find
I
out.
love that. I love it because I will, if we're doing events with the bar and someone comes in with that wristband, then I want to honor that. So
Yes.
if you're the VIP, you're the VIP.
Exactly. So, and the whole thing about this, why I want to do VIP, why do I want to do that? People do all kind of weird things because I feel like people don't feel special no more. There's nothing special going on that makes anything exclusive anymore. I mean, we were medical patients. It was just us going to the dispensaries. That's gone. Now everybody's there and we're in line with everybody. Now I don't have a problem with that. But I feel like we never got to having something that was just for people, just the VIP, just like us. Not all rich people, not that kind of VIP, but just the VIP for the people. Okay.
For the
So some great guy. And again, shout out to my good friend with SMC Productions for helping me make this possible with these. But again, we will only be carrying so many of these, and once we're out of them for the event, we will not have any more. Um, Now, I also want to talk to you that if you are a channel member and if you have a membership, in order to get one of these, if you have a channel membership, you do have to have the VIP membership. But again, if you see me and you buy a ticket at the event, then that's good for a whole year. Okay. So you'll want to run into me. You'll want to run into me, but if you can't and you end up getting a VIP membership, I will mail you one in the mail. And we will be lowering the VIP membership for a limited time only. So that is happening as well. So again, just to recap, discount code 420 Live saves you $10 off all tickets on OhioCannabisExpo.com only. Okay? So you can use that code right now. Already checked it, already tested. Now you need to vote for the best dispensary by region, the best cultivator in the state, and the best processor in the state. And I also am curious to know what your favorite flower strain is too. So please go and vote so we can give these trophies to the people who really deserved them, who earned them. You don't just want anybody to get them. So again, I expect the site to crash with votes. Now, for those of you who are already registered on the site, and I see there were about 70 of you who did that, I didn't see your vote come through. So go back and check it. You can only vote once, and it is now structured for that. So if you've already voted, you'll know it because it'll say you already voted. Our voter ID is the last four numbers of your phone number, and the reason that we are doing that, and I want to explain that to people so they understand this, is that we are trying to minimize any type of threat actors, bots, spam, hackers, all that kind of stuff. So that's why there is a registration process that we have put in place to ensure that we're trying to make sure we're not just getting spam results. And that's just what we're doing. Again, it's not the prettiest system, but we built it and we built it to work and get the job done. And we had a couple technical glitches, but we have fixed those glitches. So if you went on there and it seemed like something was missing, you were right. Our submit button wasn't where it was supposed to be, but we fixed it today. And should you have any problem with the website voting, then all you need to do is email me at this address I'm going to put on the screen right now. Okay. I gotta go let my dog in. So yeah, why that's on the screen here, I'm gonna leave this code on here. And Dr. Bridget, tell him something. I know I gotta go let my dog in real quick. Talk a
Well,
little bit more
like
about
I
you.
said, I'd love to honor those armbands with different events that we do at the bar, and whether that gets you a free drink or samples or whatever it may be. The Blossom Bar does invite only events, and so let's make the armband, the wristband work for you in a couple different ways so that you can let the giving keep giving, throughout the year. I'm happy to work with you on that. And some of our favorite drinks that are really popular right now, we make an amazing old fashioned with a non-alcoholic award-winning Kentucky bourbon. And we make our own syrup. So we have a honey ginger syrup, which is out of this world. For the fall, we have a fantastic honey pear haze, which is gaining a lot of popularity. And we have a chai martini, which is it's an apple chai martini. It's fantastic. So we'll have our incredible menu for the conference at the dinner as well as at the after party. So definitely, you know, come through,
Yeah, come through.
come through.
Yeah, definitely come through and
You
hang
get
out.
educated, you get networking, you get drinks, you get art, you get food. Come on. What are we talking about?
Yeah, and I can tell you right now, I can give you a sneak peek of what I'm planning for dinner. I can say that out loud now. I'm gonna make this real simple for all those folks out there. It's gonna be chicken and a couple side items and some drinks, like something to drink, and maybe I'm working on some sweets. So I'm working on that. I mean, I'm sorry, chicken is like the simplest thing I think of. I know people got like certain allergies, so I'll try to throw a salad in there if I can. But I know how people are about food, and I'm the same way. I like to have good food, and any events that I've had, anybody will tell you I like to eat good in my events. So if you want the food, you definitely better get there early because that food is going to go super ultra quick, especially when they see it. And so definitely, start thinking about that now. Now, just so you understand how everything will be kind of set up, the expo will be at the Hilton. Okay, that's not changing. Okay, and basically, after the expo is over on Saturday, November the 2nd, that's when we will have the awards dinner, which will be at the venue around the corner. We will have that information for you when you register. We will give that information to you, and it'll be updated in our notes. It'll probably be on our website somewhere as well. But um, again, it's really like about 2.5 blocks away. You could almost walk to it, but there is parking there. You'll be able to park there. There won't be any cost to park or anything like that. And again, when you go to this event, will already have this band on, so you don't need to worry about having any money with you or anything like that, unless you're going to buy some stuff from the Blossom Bar or something else. So again, we just want you to come hang out and just enjoy, and like I said, hopefully celebrate these winners. And I hate to say this out loud, but companies out there, I mean, y'all better send somebody to the event because what if you win this? Then I gotta show them again. What if you win this thing? I mean, are you coming to get this yourself, or are you sending one of your sales reps? You tell me. I'm dying to know who you're sending, if anybody. But you should still at least come to find out who you lost
Yep.
to. Because I'm dying to know
That-
who's going to win it at the end. And so I know we're going to see a flurry of votes coming at the last minute. It's just like the election. Early voting is, it is what it is. I mean, and make sure you register to vote in the election. You better be voting. It's too late to register. You better be voting. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't getting into all that.
No, I'll share it and put it out there. And look, don't be mad who wins if you aren't voting. And
Yeah.
that means for all the voting out there, people.
Yes. Yes.
You hear me? You hear me?
Yes. So, like I
Don't be
said,
mad if you didn't vote.
I can't wait to see who's gonna get their Ohio Cannabis Live VIP wristband that you can reuse at other events. We starting
Right.
something
Happy to
new.
honor it. Happy
Yeah.
to honor
Yeah. So consider it like a rubber coupon. A rubber no, it's a wearable membership card. That's what it is.
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I got it upside down. And then it's backwards on here. Look, VIP. Just so y'all can see that.
Very nice.
Yeah, I love it. And then this background. I mean, if you come to the event, you will be able to take a picture with the background behind me. This is the real background. It's the real deal. Again, thanks to my sponsors, SMC Productions and Spender and Southern Ohio Botanicals. And again, thank you again, Dr. Bridges, for all your help and support. Because I couldn't have got to some of these things without you. I remember the first time I was in this Zoom with Dr. Bridget, and there's all these people in there, and I don't know any of these people. And fast
No,
forward to
we've done a
now.
couple of things together. We've done a number of things together over the years. And like I said, you're consistent, you're caring, you're about the people, always happy to help. And, people go where people care about you. Go where you
Right,
are celebrated.
right, right. And
Don't
then
go where you tolerated. Do you see no? Go where you will be celebrated, and the Ohio Cannabis Expo celebrates you. So
now I
happy to
do want to
participate.
address something that I get heat on all the time, and that is why Canton? Why are you doing it in
Well,
Canton again? Well, let me answer it. Let me tell them. So just so you understand how this all came to be, when we did the one in May, I was already looking to have an expo somewhere. I just didn't know where yet, and I was looking at venues, and I was feeling like I was hitting a brick wall. And then I received an email from somebody. I want to say her name, but I'm not gonna say her whole name because it is a real person. But I'm just gonna say her last name was the same name as Santa Claus. I'll leave it at that. So when I got this message, I thought this has got to be one of these spam tricks. And they're like, "You want to come do an event at the hotel?" I was like, "Yeah, right." So I had to go see for myself. And I went there and I met with them, and everything was wonderful. And yes, indeed, it was a real person, and they're not related to Santa Claus, but their last name is Claus. I can say that much. And that begun this whole journey that we are in right now. Now, after we did the expo in May, which turned out great, we had a huge variety of people there from all over the country, from everywhere. It was just but it was like I could not cram everything into that expo. There were lots of things I thought I didn't have veterans there. I didn't have. We didn't talk about traumatic brain injuries. We didn't talk about opiates, and certainly I didn't know anything about harm reduction. So not only are we doing those things now, we're talking about opiates in cannabis, athletes in cannabis, brain injuries in cannabis, veterans in cannabis. We're covering them all. And then we're adding in some workshops that I think will be of value to people who keep asking me, who are entrepreneurs, who are interested in finding out about getting a social equity license or getting a dispensary license in general. And we're going to have a gentleman there, a good friend Patrick from Canaspire, who's going to do a workshop. It's a 2-hour workshop, but if you want to know more about trying to get a license, this is the folks you want to talk to. And we're also going to have another lady. Her name is Ashley, and she's going to do a cannabis accounting workshop and help people learn. Like, if you're going to be in a space, accounting is a huge deal. I mean, huge deal. Okay. No matter whether you're trying to do your own edible companies or whatever you're doing, and Dr. Bridget, you can probably speak to this. Having an accounting person is critical to making sure you know where you are. And if you don't have an
It will
accounting person,
save your look. That or a heart attack, honey. Like
yeah,
it is so helpful to have someone that can stand behind you and guide you in the right direction. So
not to mention be cannabis
getting
friendly.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the hard part, right? When, you might be able to know how to navigate outside of this space, but it's not always easy to navigate in this space. And
Mm,
these are talks that you're not getting at other conferences,
right.
period. So if this isn't for you, tell your friend because there are people in your life that could benefit from everything that he just shared and be beneficial. So I haven't really decided exactly what I'm talking about. I got a couple different ideas that but if you have something you want me to talk about, put it, share it, let me know. Because I have some idea. We haven't discussed it yet, so I don't want to say, one thing or the other. But I have some ideas that might be a little bit different that might be worth discussing. And like I said, we're talking about things that really affect everyday people, and that's what
Right.
this is about. So,
That's a good point. Like, when with the industry panel that we had last time, and y'all, some of you've already, it's on our channel. You can watch the replay of the industry panel there. And two things that I got from the industry panel last time. First of all, we had a wonderful set. I mean, we had a lady, shout out to her from Markham Accounting. Jill was great as a moderator. I had never even met Jill, and she done an amazing job as a moderator. And we had license. Not only did we have license hold, we had the CEO of these companies on this panel, and they were able to give us their bead on what was going on at that moment in this situation with the recreation and everything. And again, this is kind of like if you want to go back and see where we were and see where we are today. That is the evolution of this, because this panel that we're doing this time, I can tell you, it's not going to be all big CEOs. It's going to be some of these people are just regular people who work in the industry who are very passionate about what they do in the industry. Some of these folks are like Dr. Bridget, who they're professional in their career. So we've changed up a little bit, and trying to again make it more welcoming to people. But again, the panel we had, I encourage you to go back and watch it. And this one we will definitely try to record it and get to where you can replay it. But I can tell you that with Mastermind doing all the stuff Mastermind doing, it's much better in person for you to come. And not only why is it better in person? Because then you can have your voice heard, ask questions of these panel guests and get some insight. What I've been trying to do since we legalized is figure out, how do I educate people about the real laws? Why some of these things that are happening aren't legal? One thing I think we could talk about, Dr. Bridget, is the fake dispensaries. And I'm not talking about hemp stores. I'm not talking about like hemp stores who are operating as smoke shops and selling. I'm talking about ones that are saying they're a dispensary when they really are not. Those.
Absolutely. And I've known people to be completely confused. They're walking in, it's all THCA, flower that's been sprayed, I believe. And they come in every color of the rainbow. Look, cannabis comes in one color, green. I mean, you might get a little purple, a little orange, but no, it comes in one color, green.
Yeah. I
And-
mean,
right?
some has to be brown and.
No, they like it's and the thing is that if you want to do that, that's fine. But when people are confused about what
Right.
they're doing, that's not fair.
Yeah, and again, that's exactly what I want to hit on. I'm not trying to get on here and have this THCA Delta 8 debate. But what I do want people to understand is what is the difference between these things, and just understand, yes, it is all still cannabis or weed. It's all still the same plant. It's just different things are happening with this plant, and it's important you understand the difference, because some people think, well, I can go to a fake dispensary, and I mean, they're even going as far as the cloning our packaging and everything to make it look like
It's so
legit.
confusing.
It's scary.
So
And so I think that's something that we can talk to people about, not even at the expo, but even here. I've had people, send me links to fake dispensaries in Cleveland, Columbus, Dayton. And, again, I'm not trying to rag on head shops, glass shops, or anything like that for you trying to do your thing. I'm talking about people who are literally just basically trying to deceive customers by making them think that they're at a licensed dispensary. And I just want to say this, because this is a public service announcement. All licensed dispensaries in Ohio have a big, ugly green sticker on it. And I only say it's ugly because it's just the way it comes up. It's like, what is that?
you
Now,
don't see the sticker, it's not real.
it's not real. So look for the big green sticker, and it's going to say Division of Cannabis Control, and Ohio Division of Cannabis Control. And if you do not see that, it's not probably legit. And eventually, what I'm starting to see, I don't know if you've seen this too, Dr. Bridget, but a lot of packaging from the program now is starting to have the green Division of Cannabis Control sticker on it. So again, I think something else we could talk about here real quick while you're on here is this thing that's going to happen where there's going to be high dose products and low dose products. And some of those high dose products won't be available to medical patients. They're just going to be available to rec users, and you'll have to buy these products as a rec user. And it's like you get your reaction to that. I mean, it's kind of like, what? Why is that like that? It's crazy.
Initially, higher dose products were supposed to be on the medical side, and lower dose products were supposed to be on the recreational side.
Right.
And there is reasonably high dose, and then there's crazy high dose.
Right.
Okay. And that goes back to, what are we doing? as a community when we have things that are so high, like what is your objective? Okay, you can only get so high. Okay. And that gets to the point where it can only do so much for you medicinally until where it's making you anxious and paranoid and panicked. And let's be responsible in our use. Let's not go for one gummy that's 1,500 milligrams. What is that? Explain that to me. What are you doing with it? How is that helping you?
Oh no, they say
And
it
if you're
works.
saying, oh, I can't get high unless I have something that high dose, you need a tolerance break, a long one. You need a reset. You need new receptors. Your body, you need some CBD. Like, there's a reason why you're not getting high anymore. Let's do the right thing for our bodies. Okay, because we can't sit around and saying this is so much better than drugs and alcohol and all these things, but we're misusing how we're supposed to use this incredible plant. Let's not misuse it. Because trust me, a lot of these synthetic things that are out there, they might seem mild today, but someone's going to make something that is going to shock the world and mess up everything. Be
Yeah.
responsible in your use. Cannabis can heal and it can help. Let's not make it a distraction. Let's make it our motivator, right? To do
Right.
better. So
Absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree here. And I think that the biggest thing that a lot of dispensaries and companies are frustrated with is that their hands are kind of handicapped as far as their communication to the general public. This is another reason why I do this expo, because to be honest, most of these cannabis companies, their marketing is limited to Instagram and LinkedIn. Like a lot of
at
other
best,
platforms, yeah,
if,
they're getting they're getting lots of blocks and bans, and then you know I don't think people realize that every time the dispensary or the cultivator or the processor in our program wants to do anything, that could be name a new strain, put out a new product, be in an event, sponsor event, do anything, they have to run it by the Division of Cannabis Control, and that would be okay if that's all they had to do. But they also charge them a fee for application, which is like $100. So if you got 10 different things going on, it's $1,000. What if you got 20 of them, 30 of them? I mean, you're at the company, you got a lot going on. See how this can add up very quickly. And then the other fees that they charge. I mean, they'll charge somebody a fee for applying at the event with the wrong name. So they're very strict. So a lot of times we have two separate type of events going on right now. We have events where we're involving licensed companies in those events, and we're locked into a certain standard of following every letter of the law and trying to be as compliant as we possibly be with whatever we're doing. No, we're not going to sell anything that is not permitted at our expo. Everything will be either hemp based or art or something like that. We're not selling cannabis products at our expo because we are not able to do that. Cannabis product sales happen at your local dispensary. That's where they happen at. Now, the other type of events that are happening, and those events are part of the culture. These events have been happening the whole time, all along. Maybe you just didn't know about it because the advertising was a little bit more quieter. But these events are part
underground.
of our culture. And, what we have to be able to do is we have to task the government of Ohio to develop a fact sheet of sorts of what legal cannabis events look like so that we can all operate under the same guidelines. And so people are not operating in gray areas where we're deferring to federal law when the state of Ohio is operating under state law, and federally cannabis is not legal. So we're operating under our own law when it comes to cannabis. So whatever federally is happening with descheduling, rescheduling, and the farm bill and all that, that's federally. But what we're looking at is what's going on with the local rules.
What's going on here?
And again, we want to make sure people understand what the state rules are, what are the rules and issue to. One of the biggest things I hear confusion on, and we're going to try to help with this too, is how many plants can I grow? Some people think it's 6 because they tried to cut it to 6, and I mentioned that a lot. But actually, they did not do it. We was able to stop them, and we got to stop them again because they're going to try again in November after the election. It's 12 plants per household for 2 adults. If you're in the house by yourself, you're over 21. You have to be over 21 to be able to home grow. If it's just you in the house, then yes, it is 6 plants. But if you have another adult over 21, then you can grow your plants. And we have a lot of people that talk. We had this helicopter thing flying over. If you're growing outside, which I hope you're not still doing that right now because it's about to get cold. But if you are, your plants must be contained and secured from public view, public sight, and it must be protected and secure from anyone under 21, especially children. So if your kids can go out to your backyard and just pick buds off your tree, you are in violation, and you got to do something about that because you don't want the helicopter flying over your house.
Who's going to do that? No one's doing that. Tell me no one's doing that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. So, I mean, I've seen the Field of Dreams on social media. I've seen so much stuff growing on social media. It's nuts. And I love looking at y'all pictures. And I just worried about my family in Ohio getting in trouble or having a helicopter fly over because you didn't know exactly what the rules are. So we are doing 2 things for cannabis home grower education. One, we're going to have a discussion about home grow laws. Next, we're going to do a workshop, Home Grow 101, that will be done by my good friend Xavier and my good friend Ahmed. And they're going to help provide some information about basic organic home growing and, about lighting as well. Lighting is crucial. Yeah. So if you need a deal on a light, and I've said this many, many times before, I'll say it again. Shout out to my sponsors, Horticulture Lighting Group, aka HLG.com. You can use my code OCLGROW and save up to 20% off your lights for your grow. Make sure you write the code down because you might have a buddy who needs lights right now and doesn't know where to go. And he's going to go on Amazon or somewhere and pay a bunch of money for those other guys' lights. And he forgot that Mastermind had the hookup. Okay? So keep that in mind that you can use that code to save money in your lights. And everything I'm trying to do is, again, hopefully in the end will save you money in it. I think that the next thing we're gonna have to start doing is having some kind of like Ohio cannabis stock market type thing where it's like going across the bottom all day, like best deals on zips, boom, coming across. We're using some kind of code, like we're not gonna say it out loud, but I said, you know what a zip is, everybody know what a quarter is. You know what an AP is. You know what I'm talking about when I talk about a G. You know what I mean, G? You know what I'm talking about? I'm getting flagged right now, Dr. V. But that's all right. I get flagged sometimes, and that's all part of being a social media influencer. And one thing I do want to say, too, is some of the people that are coming to speak on these panels, I know them because of the cannabis community here. And, I've inspired them to create some of their own platforms. And they've done wonderful things with their platforms. And then some of these people I've never met, I don't know them at all. And they're coming from all over the place. And I just want to say it out loud. Thank y'all for coming. And some of the people you've heard of, I'm sure. So if you want to see who the speakers are, visit OhioCannabisExpo.com/speakers. And you can start reading the bios of some of the speakers that I have. If you want to know how the schedule is going to go, the schedule of events, not counting the awards dinner and the other things we're doing, that is on our website, Ohio Cannabis Live. I'm sorry, Ohio Cannabis Expo. See, I got so many sites, Dr. Bridget. Ohio Cannabis Expo/event schedule. So, we're trying to make sure you've got all the information together. And, I'm gonna check in on my comments here. I know a moderator probably said, man, you got a lot of people on here, and we got to look at comments. Yeah, definitely tell them to hit the thumbs up. We want to make sure you hit the thumbs up. We want to make sure that you get your votes in. Hey, Lynette, can you post a link to the Ohio Cannabis Awards website for me, please? OhioCannabisAwards.com. And also, don't forget to use that code 420. Yeah, did my dog just leave on her own? Maybe she did. So, yeah, use the code 420 live to save $10. Save $10 on your tickets for the Ohio Cannabis Expo and the Ohio Cannabis Awards. So what I'm saying here is that you can get a discount because you watch the show, and if you show up there, you could be walking away with one of these wristbands and having discounts to The Blossom Bar too. Oh wow! See, that wasn't even. That was a whole thing that she just dropped. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all hear that? Blossom Bar is on board with the VIP. Oh, woo.
It'll be a good thing.
Absolutely, absolutely, Dr. B.
We'll have something special for your VIP, whether it's a special drink or whether it's a discount or something like that, but we're gonna have something special for your VIP members. So
Look, we about to help them visualize. Now, you could just see the Blossom Bar there, right? You can just see that. Did I cut your audio? I don't hear you. Hold on, wait. Where did you go? Where'd your audio? Uh-oh.
can you hear me?
Yeah, but echoes is bad. Nah, my headset just went dead. You're back.
Great, I'm excited. This is at the dinner?
This is at the dinner location, yes, and they you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I had to switch systems, but yeah, so yeah, this is at our dinner location. So yeah, I got another picture I want to show again. This kind of gives you a better view of the whole area, and then here's another view with the stage. So there's the stage we'll be at up there. This place is an old warehouse that's been converted to a banquet event center. There's gonna be plenty of parking there, and again, there's even a sign that says VIP that you'll see when you walk in. So it's a really nice venue. I'm really, really excited to do an event here. And there's lots of space. So there's a lot of room here. I'm showing y'all something you never see, but you're getting to see it here. And like I said, we do have a new flyer circulating out there. And I'm going to put this code on the screen one more time for you to write it down, take a picture, get a screenshot, whatever you need to do. And if you want to see where the expo is going to be at, we'll show you that one more time. Check it out. Check it out. Yes, those are chandeliers in the ceiling. I just want to let y'all know something else about this hotel. This is actually the Hall of Fame Hotel down here in Canton. So if you like the Hall of Fame is less than 10 minutes away. There's a car museum. There's the First Ladies Museum or First Ladies House across the street. There's all kinds of other little cool shops you can check out within walking distance of this hotel. So we're creating not just the plain old expo, we're creating an experience, an adventure. Come to Canton and not only learn but enjoy. Somebody told me, well, I got to bring my kids. Well, and they're girls. I was like, First Ladies Museum right across the street. Boom. He's like, you're right. That sounds great. And then there's the Hall of Fame Village. And they have a Ferris wheel there. And they have all this other cool stuff you can go check out. And it's just a place to go even drive through and look at it. But, they got a pavilion you can go in there. And they got a Starbucks in there. And if you want some Starbucks, they got it. But it's less. Everything is right there. And downtown Canton has so many nice what I call them, artifacts or monuments that they've built. These structures, if you like to take photos, there are so many cool structures and statues and things that you could take a picture with there. I'm talking about photo opportunity heaven, especially if you like sports. If you're a sports fan, you should be coming to this expo, especially if you like Hall of Fame stuff, because there's all kinds of Hall of Fame is just everywhere. As far as some of the different structures and sculptures that they made. And then they have another big pavilion. There's just so much stuff. I could go on and on. Because I just drove around. I was like, wow. Like, this stuff there, I didn't even see was there in May. I'm like, was this there last time? I don't remember seeing this stuff. So, again, come out, OhioCannabisExpo.com. Get your tickets. Don't forget to vote, www.OhioCannabisAwards.com. Voting is simple. Click the Vote Now button. Last 4 your phone number. Select your region. Make your choices. At the bottom, it says, I'm done voting. You hit yes and submit your form. It's done. It's done. There's nothing else left to do but show up, go online, use that code, save $10 on all ticket sales, get your tickets. And before we go, I'm going to ask this because I ask this all the time, Dr. Red. What's up for dinner? What y'all doing for dinner today? I'd love to know that. And what you cooking for dinner? What you doing for dinner, Dr. Bridget?
So I'm in Cuyahoga Falls and I need to drive back home. So I'm gonna hang up here in a minute because I gotta get on the road.
Okay, cool,
So
cool.
I don't know what dinner, I think over my 2 hour drive, I'll figure it out.
Okay, okay. Understood, understood. So again, let me know what you have for dinner in the comments. I appreciate all of y'all being here. I want to thank everybody who did super chats. If I missed anything, I'm sorry. It's like always hard to manage all these things at the same time, but I appreciate y'all being here with me every Friday. And also, if you noticed, a lot more live streams. So that means you need to hit the notification bell because I'm going live a lot more because, gee, I called it Ohio Cannabis Live. I got to keep going live and keep it live.
Gotta be live.
So
Gotta be live.
I got to be live. So expect another live stream tonight because I got to play with some stuff. And don't forget, we're doing the giveaway, not the giveaway, but the raffles. You get your raffle ticket when you check in. We're also going to have the radio station there from Canton, the Rock radio station there. If you live in Canton and you heard of a guy named Stansberry, he's going to be there for 2 hours on Friday. The Stansberry Show, Rock 106.9. They're going to be in the building, so make sure if you're a fan of the local radio station, if you like rock and roll, then you need to rock this way. All right. Well, again, thank y'all all for being here. I appreciate you coming in with us today, Dr. Bridget, and making sure my Zoom is working good. And they're helping tell people about some of these things that we got going on. I really do appreciate it. And we will be back with you all very soon. And we're going to be streaming live multiple times leading up to the expo. So just keep checking for more content.